have to hear. Drink a good deal of it, make a good meal of it, stick to your old-fashioned beer. Now don't be afraid of it, drink till you're made of it. Now all together a cheer.
Hey folks, it's Mark here, once again, your one-take beer reviewer and the man behind the curtain at beeronaut.com with another beer that has been sent to me for my comment. And I guess since I have made it known that I would be willing to talk about non-alcoholic beers, that's what I've had a lot sent to me for my comment on. So let's get to this. In fact, I'm trying to demonstrate how this would be a beer to drink at work or on your lunch break, but away from your lunch office, whatever, by having this at lunch during my work from home. Anyway, this is from Bravus Brewing of Anaheim, California. In fact, they sent me 18 cans of non-alcoholic beer in 8 different varieties. So I'm just going to start with one of their flagships, and when I get the article going as I go through them, talk about each one. They range from a raspberry ghost to a peanut butter porter, so that should be interesting, I think. But I chose this one. It's their blonde non-ale, I guess. Once again, less than 5% alcohol by volume. This one is listed also as gluten reduced, if that's what you're into. I went with this one before their IPA, since I could hopefully see if there's like a base malt before they had hops added to it. So we're just going to go right into this as I keep talking and talking and talking. So there's the can, and because they're non-alcoholic beverages, if they're not available at your local store, they are available through Amazon or other shipping services, even the U.S. mail. So let's just get this going. Looks like, well, it's basically straw-colored beer color. Makes a fizzy noise, and there's a fizzy head that's probably going to shrink away as soon as I stop pouring. Yeah, they always manage to look like a beer, so you got to give them points for that. Kind of a sweet note to it. Some of it will just come down to how it's made non-alcoholic, either by boiling, perhaps, so it technically distills away the alcohol, or maybe pressurizing, or just trying. There's a lot of processes I'd have to look into, but a little grainy smell and some sweetness to it. Still has a kind of a metallic tang to it that I will get from reduced alcohol or light beers even, and not just non-alcoholic beers. But as a beverage by itself, it's a little citrusy. Their website says it claims a hint of banana on the nose. I'm not quite catching that. But there is quite a bit of malt to this. Another thing about non-alcohol beers is that they will sometimes try to keep the calorie count down. This is not listed here anywhere, but once again, as for what it is, it's a pretty good drink. Can't really compare it to blonde ales necessarily. Blonde ales, I found, also have a problem sometimes with too much sweetness in them. So it's a very good standalone as a beverage, and there's nothing to be certainly they can be proud of that. I would take it along on picnics for people who don't want to get overly crocked. So and I'm going to be writing up a whole bunch of these as I go along. I've got a whole lot of beers, not just non-alcohol, but local beers, malt sodas, alcoholic beverages rebrewed from beer. So there's a whole lot coming up, and I just need to find time to get to them. So keep an eye on this on this channel and see a lot more interesting stuff coming up. This is Mark, your one-take beer reviewer, the guy at beeronaut.com, saying non-alcoholic cheers.
Now don't be afraid of it. Drink till you're made of it. Now all together a cheer. Up with the sail of it. glorious